file is just started, and we'll try to keep it almost for less than an hour so we can manage the small files. So today's assignment will be also on the same pattern like before. Along with the preparation of the lab, we will be taking some pictures, and then you guys collect those pictures into your assignment number 1. Sorry, this will be assignment for week 2. Rather giving the numbers to assignments, I'm just thinking to distinguish them as assignment for week 2. So when we have 2 weeks difference, we will not have, I'm hoping that we will not have a problem for numbering. So we can just continue to say assignment of week number 9 or whichever week comes after. So today we'll be working on many topics revolving around Microsoft 365, SharePoint, online, and sites. These are few slides just from the last file. So just for the emphasis in the first 2 lectures, I have kept some previous slides, and will be also helpful to see that what we have done. We will have a setup like this. This is like a sample setup that we can have in our business or in our organizations, branches, and then we can have a SharePoint online sites that will be constituting extranet connecting to the intranets of the branches. And we got in our last class Office 365 E5, and I hope so now everybody has this this service from Microsoft. Let me just ask in the chat. One student told me in the email that he was not able to do that, get that, but I think so now he will be also able to get it. That was a couple of days before. So students have now Office 365 and especially E5 subscription. Some students, yes, please volunteer. Fardeen said yes, and Danielle said yes, and Jose, Tyron, they said yes. Okay, so I believe this is not difficult, and also they don't ask about the credit card. Sarmeen said yes, good, and we can get it easily. Okay, so Office 365, we have now essentially we will have 2 Office 365 accounts, because one we have we know we have account from George Brown, and that's also helpful to communicate with all the George Brown stakeholders. And now we'll also have one from our own Office 365 E5 subscription. So in this one, we can act as an administrator, but in George Brown, we are not administrator, we are users. So we may not have, for sure, we will not have some rights and functionality in George Brown Office 365 account. So we are creating our own Office 365 account. We have created that in our last class, and it looked like this. Main page sometimes are a little bit different, but we will reach onto the same site, that is basically office.com. So we will start from office.com, and then mine, I created more than one. So before I was ms at comp3121 dot on microsoft.com, and then later I got that I will be using today, that is with Z, ms at comp3121, and Z is here at the end of 21 dot on microsoft.com. So with this subscription A, I was not able to continue. So I'm now going with Z subscription. And this was all done in the last class. And when we want to start, we can start from office.com, easy to remember. And then we will reach to our main page. We can do it right now on our computers. I will log in because I already have login from GB. So I will start another incognito window. So we can start. I will just go to office.com, and then it will ask for the sign in. And in the sign in page, I will give my account email, that is for the that we got in the last class, ms at comp3121z, and then dot on microsoft.com, and the password, this is their usual pop-ups. So this is my Office 365 home screen, and in this one, these are the files. Those, if we use them recently, they come here on the first page. And today we have to go with our administration pages, especially work with administration pages. And alongside, we will also see that on which slides we are already there, so easy to manage and see that where we are studying now. So these are some information pages also. So I will not spend more time on these pages. You guys can read yourself. I will only go through the pages that we are working with in the labs, and if something is important, then I will also go through that. Introduction to SharePoint. And next I will log into our Office 365 account that we just have done. And then today we will create and synchronize local users to SharePoint Online with the help of Azure AD Connect. This is a file that we will get from Microsoft website. And this is a very common scenario that sometimes, many times, when companies are migrating towards cloud setup, and they have started their Azure, or they have started their SharePoint Online subscription, but still their users, of course, before they were working in their on-site Azure, on-site Active Directory, Windows servers, So all the users are there in the Windows servers, so local servers. So uh, there is a requirement that, of course, that now they want to log in through the cloud, Azure or SharePoint. So these users has to be there. If they are, then same users and passwords, then it can make the life easy. Otherwise, one administrator may have take, we don't know how long to create all those users into the cloud. So thanks to the AD Connect and its related services, that it will update our users into the cloud. And today we will see how we can do that. Before that, we have to create our local setup. And I believe the students will be able to create just one machine uh, on their VMware. But if they will not be able to, then they can just use the pictures that we are using in the class and then continue along with when we reach on to the Azure part, the cloud part of the class. But we just have to set up an environment that uh, shows us the scenario where we have many users that we want to migrate to our cloud account, Office 365, and it includes SharePoint, it includes sites, it includes Azure. We, with just one update, all the programs will have the same user accounts. So we are logged in already into our Office 365, like this one. And all the students already will be logged in to Office 365, and we want to go to actually a SharePoint administration. So we know we can go from the main page. Here we have, if we have admin, if we don't have, then we can click and here we see admin, all the apps in admin. It is here. It asks again for the username, password, or authentication. And now we are here in Microsoft 365 Admin Center, but still we have to show all, and we will see here SharePoint Admin Center also. If we click here, we can reach to our SharePoint Admin Center. It will ask again for the password, the credentials. They are already there. So we just click and it goes to the SharePoint Admin Center. See, now we are here in our SharePoint Admin Center. This is just for the preparation, starting of the lab, but still we have to work a lot on our local setup also. So we will minimize this one and we see, and here we will have a picture also, the first picture. Our first picture, picture number one will be, we are in the SharePoint Admin Center. You can take any picture, a SharePoint Admin Center picture that should show SharePoint and your name. So how we do that? We will just click here in our SharePoint, and when we click on our name, it shows the account here. And we are here in the SharePoint Admin Center, and MS anyway is showing our name. So we just make a picture of this page like this, and we will put on to our assignment file. I'm just making this picture. So if any students are not able to create on their own, but they please write the reason in their assignment file, because these are easy things that all the students are almost already able to reach to their SharePoint Admin Center accounts. So, but anyway, I'm uploading, I will upload this file again to share these pictures with the class. I just duplicate this file, this page, this slide, and remove this picture and put the new picture on. This is the picture from the class, and the title for the picture will be, we are in the SharePoint Admin Center. We can just copy from here, and we can paste special just as a text, and it will take the formatting of the already given title over there. The name will be shown here. See, this is my name, so here will be your name. So we just right click, and if this is not showing, we can bring it to front and then it will show. So I just press Control S, so it is saved. Better I save it as a D next version, because this version is already shared with the students, and new changes, I would like to go into the new file. So if students are downloading again, that doesn't make a problem that which is the newer version. So this version will be the D version, fourth version. And before already I have shared with you guys third version, C version of this file. I just change the versions when I'm working on the file, when it's a lot different than the previous one, then I just change the name to the next version. So our picture one is here, that we are in the SharePoint Admin Center. Okay, so next, this was the first picture. This is now the example one, another example of the picture. And today we want to make a setup that on premises we will have Windows Server 2016 with Active Directory and with 100 new users. We will create these 100 new users with a script, and that will represent a real life scenario that we have many users that we want to migrate to our cloud account. And there we have in the cloud Microsoft Office 365 and Azure Active Directory, SharePoint Online, Teams Online. This is all already there included that we have got. So don't worry, we just see mostly the SharePoint Online, but all these things are included there in the account, in the subscription. Microsoft 365 you have seen already, and Azure Active Directory is also there, and Teams Online is also there. So when we will update, just once we will do, and all these accounts will get the same users. So in Office 365 administration, if we don't have local Microsoft Office 2016 or cannot create users with the code, then we will also create 5 users directly into our Microsoft Server 2016 in our VMware. I'm just writing here our, sorry, this is Office 365. In both places, we need to create 100 users. On Office 365, it will be automatically created by the AAD Connect. And in VMware, we will create ourselves with the script. And if we are not able to create in both places, in any place, whichever we will not be able to create with the script or updating, then we will create 5 users manually in both the places, in Office 365 and in VMware Windows Active Directory. We will be using Windows Server 2016. And then our local users can log in directly into the cloud with the same username and password that they were logging into the local machines. And also we have to create a new user into the cloud and give it global admin privileges. that we will see how we will do that. That user, the new user, has to be a global admin privilege. This we need for this AAD Connect. And there is one more requirement that we log in also through this user that we will also complete. So connecting local users to cloud, sorry, this is the main topic. On local machine, machine in our VMware workstation, install Windows Server 2016. Connect with it with the internet and get Azure AD Connect. This we will get also. This is the many tasks, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tasks in one page, but we will do them one by one. Then we will create a global admin also. So first of all, we have to create a machine into our VMware. And if the previous version of the VMware stops working, because mine was also stopped working, then I downloaded this version that is called VMware Workstation 16 Player. This one is free version and it continues to work. So you guys also probably will have this, or if the previous one is working, then it's also very good. But whichever version we have of VMware, the task is the simple and the same, that we create a new virtual machine. So how we do that? We just start our VMware and then we see a screen like this, see, and then we create a new virtual machine. When we create a new virtual machine, some settings we will change and some settings we can just use that those are already selected. We can use any of those. Installer disk we may have for Windows Server 2016, or disk image file, ISO file, or we can usually we select that I will install operating system later. So first we just create the machine and then install the operating system. But we tell the machine we want to use Microsoft Windows Server 2016. And with this information, we just click next. Let me just see if somebody, participants are all here or anybody is waiting. I think so, nobody is waiting. And in the chat, probably somebody wrote something. Let me see what they are saying. Just give me a minute. Sorry, what is the question from the students? Is anyone else having audio issues? Oh, somebody cannot hear me? Quality not good, but I can hear. What can be the reason? I'm especially using the fast internet connection and using with the internet wire, with the network wire, because sometimes Wi-Fi is not very strong, but I'm using specially to facilitate my class students and my lecture, and I hope so it will be working good. And SharePoint available on my 365 trial. Yes, when we have 365, we have SharePoint already there. Windows Server, sorry. Yeah, later he said everything is okay. Yes, for Windows Server, we are creating two environments. One environment is on our local machine. That we will create through the VMware. And one environment is in the cloud that we have already received. So now the scenario is that our organization is migrating from local machines to cloud machines, cloud accounts. So, and for example, we have 100 users. Those were already always logging into our local office and local Windows server, and now they want to log into Office 365. So how we can achieve that as an administrator? We need to create all those 100 accounts into the cloud. So for that, we are creating an environment on our local machines that we will create a Windows Server 2016 that we are creating now, and then we will create 100 users on it, and then we will migrate those users to our cloud account. So this one is virtual machine creation, maximum disk space. We can select more also because it doesn't reserve the space right away. If some students cannot install VMware, it's fine. You guys can take the pictures from the class that I'm uploading. I will upload. We will take the pictures right now for the portion that we are completing on our local machines. For the cloud, we will take the pictures. But just please write one or two sentences on the top of the assignment that why you are not able to create yours. So here I'm just saying 200 GB. It will just reserve, not reserve right away everything, but it is maximum limit that it can go. Store the virtual disk as a single file. That is good. When we want to delete or when we want to move, then we just move one file and the entire hard disk is moved. So we create next, and here we customize hardware a little bit. We click on the customize, and here we see is 2 GB. If we want to change, we can change here, and 2 processors and network adapter, and it is good, and auto detect is still good. We want to change, but we will change later. And hard disk, we know it's 200, so we can close it, and then we can finish creating our virtual machine. Yes, so virtual machine is created. We can change the description here also. I would like to give some descriptive name and also include our own name into this machine. So COMP3121 Muhammad, and I will say any number we can use. I'm using one already, so what I will do, I will just write I can remove the name to make a unique name. Windows, just Win Server will be good to keep it a short name. It's not anyway very short, but will not make it very long. Okay, but in this still we will need inside to change the name, because when we install the machine, system gives a generic numbered name to the machine. And how we install now the system, we will just start the system, or we will first check the added virtual machine settings, and here we will go to hard disk, no sorry, the DVD drive, and we use ISO image file. We want to browse this one, but I think so we will not be able to get, or we will be able to get. Let me see if I, yes, we can. In the virtual machines, no, in the downloads, I have, yes, no, SQL, no, Windows Server, yeah, this one. This is SQL Server. This is Windows Server ISO file that we, sorry, uh, yeah. Okay. Now this will look like to our system as we are inserting a DVD of Windows Server 2016 into our DVD drive, and we click OK. So now the information, the Windows DVD is there, and what we do, we start playing the machine, and then in first or second try, it will say reach to the DVD. Yes, I think so. Because sometimes before I can click the keyboard, hit the keyboard, it already passes from this level and then has to come back again. But this time it is started. So Windows Server 2016 installation is started. We say click next and we say install now. It will take some time, but not very long time, because ISO file is usually the quick installation procedure. And here we have to select Windows Server 2016 Data Center. Desktop experience means graphical user interface also will be included. And we click next. Of course, we accept the license. And we click custom installation update. We are not upgrading, we are just installing new. And we will click next. And it has started getting the files ready, and then we'll be installing. Okay, so meanwhile, we can see what we can do meanwhile, and meanwhile, we will be doing studying our files, and then the system will be installing, and meanwhile, it will be completed. So yeah, we have completed these steps. All these steps we have completed, and before I was giving more RAM, but we don't need actually 8 GB RAM. So anyone 2 or 4 is also good. We are just installing Windows Server, nothing else. Only AAD Connect. That is not a big program. I hope so. This will be installed in 2 GB. Anyway, this is just the RAM, not the hard disk. Hard disk we have 200 GB. So the installation should be completed without any problem. Sorry. We were here. We created our virtual machine, and then we installed the operating system into that. And when we will be able to complete it, we will just create a picture to represent, to show that yes, we have installed. If the students are able to install on their own machine, it's good. If not, then they can use the picture from class that we are creating right now. And I will just make a class picture also and save it here so students can use it if they cannot use their own picture. Okay, so installation is almost complete. Anyway, what we are going to do after that, we can see, and maybe we can prepare for that. So next, we'll create a new user and give it global admin privileges, login at office.com. That we have done already, and this was my organization, and there we have to create one user and give it a global admin privileges. So here we are at SharePoint Admin Center, and this one is Microsoft 365 Admin Center. Here we have users. We click on the users, and we click on the active user, then we see the list of the users. In the hope that we have already completed the installation, I'm just going back and see, yes, it's completed. So then we can complete our picture number 2 and then continue in sequence. Yes, so Windows Server 2016 is installed. Administrator, this will be the name of the administrator account, and we give the same password so we don't forget. So this will be our administrator account. So if we want to log in, we can click here and press Control Alt Delete. That will go to our main machine also. If we only want to send to our VMware machine, we can actually press Control Alt Insert. Then it goes only to the virtual machine. And first thing, yes, we have to select the network also. So we are connecting with the internet. And here is our server manager. First of all, I would like to disable the sleep mode. So otherwise, every now and then, whenever we will come back, we have to log in once again. So we click on settings, and here we can find the sleep settings for this PC, for this server. And then we will just change it to power and sleep settings. It's turning off after 10 minutes. We say never, and then it will not bother us. Additional power settings we can also change, or if we like, we can create a new power plan and set that power plan always on. Create a power plan and high performance. Any name we can give it, like my custom plan 1 always on, and say next, and here we choose never. So then we create the plan, turn off the display never, and this will be my power settings plan. We can close it, so that we most now it will not bother us to log in again and again. Okay, so now we are here. We will see what more we have to do, but right now we just go back and see our PowerPoint slides, that what tasks we have completed. Just we have to make a picture of our VMware machine to show that we have created a machine. Any picture that can show this, we will create a picture here. This is our virtual machine. Control C, and we can click here. This picture will show that we have completed the installation. We make it a little better size. And here we can see the special name that we have given to your machine. If you are not able to, then you can do this one. So this is picture number 2 example. Windows Server 2016 is hard in VMware machine. Okay, so next we are going to create a user in our Office 365, and we will give it global admin privileges. For that, what we are creating, this is our VMware machine. This is our picture. We minimize those. This is our picture. Minimize this one also. So we go to our this account. So here we have users. We want to create another new user with global admin. I have already, but we can create as many as we like, but anyone we have to use. So we just go to the users and add a user. For this procedure, we give the name, first name like Muhammad. And we want to distinguish it as a global admin. Global admin. Or whichever number you want to give. This will come automatic. And username, we want to give a combination of these names, but we cannot add spaces. So checking, it should be a unique name, or we can minimize it because we have to log in it, but we would not need it again and again. So this name and domain name will be the same that we have logged in. And no, we don't want to create the password automatically. We want to give our own password. And we don't want to require this user to change the password. Let me just type once again. I'm afraid if I don't make any mistakes. Okay, so we click next. So our user is being created. And here licenses, we can write Microsoft Power Automate. No, it is, but we can just take Office 365 that we have already. And just we click the next page. Roles we want to add, yes. We want to add global administrator. Remember, we want to add global administrator because we want to use this as a global administrator. And then we click next. And this is the summary, and we can finish adding the user. So the user will be added for us. And here I think so we should take a picture over there. Let me see if we are taking a picture. So we are creating one user with global admin privileges. We have gone through these pages. And when the user is created, we can take a picture here. How we will show that if we close, either we can take picture here or we can say close, and we will see our user will be here. See this one, Muhammad, global admin 3. This is the user that we have created right now with global admin privileges. So we just take a picture to show this thing. Global admin 3, this is our user that we want to remember. So we just put here into the new page. We just delete this one and put the other one. we can send it to back. So another picture will be on the top of it. So this will be picture 3 example. So I'm just taking notes also. This is picture 3. Because in some next pages, I lost the clue of numbers. So I will also launch it, give the numbers to the pictures. Okay, let me see. Everything is going fine. Recording is going on. And our participants are fine. And our chat window is fine. Okay. Now we have created a global admin. So with the global admin, what we have to do, we have to log in also as a global admin, because this is the requirement for AAD Connect, that we have to log in at least once with that user. So how we will do that? We have already logged in into our this window, Google. So if we will try into another same window or same program, it will just go to the previous login. So for that, I have installed another browser, the Firefox browser. So I just click the Firefox browser, and then we will go to our website, that Office 365 login. It's already here. Sorry, it took me already there. This is global admin 1 that it has taken. So how I can do that? I can just sign out and sign in as another user that we want to use. It has more than one accounts logged into. Okay, so we close the window again once and then start the window once again and see what happens this time. Office.com. Yes, now it came to sign in. So we want to, it's taking again that global admin 1, but thank God it's saying sign in with another account. So I want to use now this account, that is email, phone, or Skype. How we will see that? We can go here, and in this user, we can click and see the details. See, this is the username that I want to give. I can copy and Control C, then it will come here, Control V. This is the account that I have created right now, and I want to log in through this one, so I can use this account as my global admin when I'm trying to upload the new 100 users to my cloud account. Okay, so this account, and we click next, and it will ask for the password that we have kept the same. Hope so everything will be fine. Yes. Yes, now it has logged in into the Office 365 with this account. This account, especially view account. Yeah, so this is the account, that we are logged in. This is our global admin account. It is required for the AD Connect that we at least log in once. After that, we can close this window also. That's no problem. But right now, we can just leave it and we will complete our next steps. And I have not closed the window. That's good because I want to take a picture also. Global admin user is logged in. For that reason, we want to take a picture. This picture will show nicely. Now from here, like clicking this, we can see whichever we can take the picture to show that we are logged in to our global admin account that we have created right now. So this picture will show it. And we can put it into this one. Here I just delete this one. Save the new picture. So this is the example from the class. So picture 3 example, global admin user is logged in. And our name is showing here or here. So that will be fine. So this is picture number. Now this is actually not picture number 3. This is picture number 4. See this was picture number 3. So now here I will say picture number 4. So now this is picture number 4. That is showing that global admin user is logged in. Okay, so this was requirement from our AAD Connect. Now what we are doing next, we go to our local VMware machine, Windows Server machine, and it's already prepared, and we will install VMware tools on the machine. And we will also install the Active Directory and DNS on it. For that, yes, we go to our VMware machine, and to install the tools is already facilitated. Here the system is saying VMware tools enable many features. Install the tools. We can click from here. If this window is not there, then we know we can go through the menu, and in this one, utility, sorry, not Unity. Yeah, see from menu we can go here, install VMware tools. Both of them will take to the same result. So we can click here, install VMware tools. And soon we will see the icon for this icon. Click this one and run this setup, and the tools will be installed on our system. Yeah, so typical installation, VMware tools, and they are installing. I just see that recording is now 54 minutes. So what we do, we take a break here, and I will stop the recording. So it makes a nice 54 minutes file. This procedure is also finished. So we can stop it now. And we also take 5 minutes, almost 5-6 minutes break.